Hi, fourth graders. It's Heckman here, and we're going to read The Anatomy of a Volcano. We're going to start on page 14. So if you can grab that text for me, let's go ahead and get started on it. So we have a full page spread here, and because it's an informational text, there's lots of labels. So I'm going to point them out and read them as we go. Chapter 2, Fountains of Fire. Vent, the top opening of the conduit. Flank, a side of the volcano. Lava. Crater, an indent in the top of a volcano where the lava flows originate. Ash cloud. Summit, highest part of the volcano. Conduit, a pipe that magma travels up to reach Earth's surface. Magma chamber, the bottom part of the volcano where the magma is stored. Volcano classification. Active volcanoes. Volcanoes that have had at least one eruption in recorded history. Dormant volcanoes. Volcanoes that have not erupted in historic time, but are expected to erupt again in the future. Extinct volcanoes. Volcanoes that have not had any eruptions in the last 10,000 years and are not expected to erupt again. Go ahead and flip your page. Types of volcanoes. There are different kinds of volcanoes. These include stratovolcanoes, cinder cones, and shield volcanoes. Stratovolcanoes often take millions of years to form. Numerous eruptions and layers of ash and lava have built up on their sides. They are sometimes called composite volcanoes. Examples include Mount St. Helens, Mount Fuji, Mount Rainier, and Mount Hood. Mount Fuji in Japan. Cinder cones are the simplest and smallest volcanoes. They are relatively short, usually 1,000 feet, 305 meters, or less in height. Many have a bowl-shaped crater at their summit. Most originate from single eruptions. A cinder cone on the Hawaiian island of Maui. Lava domes form when the lava that pushes out of a conduit is too thick and sticky to move a great distance. It builds up into a mound, a round domed mass of lava. An example of this is in the Nova Rupture Dome in Alaska. Mount St. Helens built several lava domes in its crater after it violently erupted in May 1980. Nova Rupture Dome in Alaska. Shield volcanoes are built up almost entirely of lava flows. They are called shield volcanoes because their shape resembles a warrior's shield. These volcanoes are generally very large and wide. Mauna Loa and I don't know how to say that word. I'm going to use the play button so I can get to play it.
Shield volcanoes are built up almost entirely of lava flows.
It's reading it to me.
They are called shield volcanoes because their shape resembles a warrior's shield. These volcanoes are generally very large and wide. Mauna Loa and Kilauea in Hawaii.
Kilauea and Kilauea, Hawaii are examples of shield volcanoes. Belknap, a shield volcano in Oregon. Has anyone been there? I haven't seen this one. Maybe I'll get to someday. We're going to read 2 more pages, so if you'd flip your page, that would be great. Here we go. Other volcanic structures. There are other types of volcanic structures besides mountains. These include plugs, mud volcanoes, geysers, fumaroles. I'm not sure how to say that word either. I'm going to look it up later. Here it is. It's right here. Let's listen to it. Fumaroles. I guess that makes sense because they might have a fume or a smell. Fumaroles and hot springs. Geysers are hot springs that periodically erupt, shooting steam and water into the air. The water is heated by the hot rocks deep in the Earth's crust. Here's a geyser in New Zealand. I think it's Pohatu. Pohutu. Ooh, I like that word, Pohutu. You can always look up places because they are spelled so differently, it might be said anyway. Here's a fact. Geysers can be found on every continent except Antarctica. Here's a fumaroles. Fumaroles are openings in Earth's crust near a volcano. They are spots where hot steam and other gases escape. Yellow sulfur deposits often encrust the outside of a fumarole. Fumaroles are common on active volcanoes. Increased fumarolic activity on a dormant volcano is a clue that a dramatic eruption may occur in the future. Scientists collect gas samples at a fumarole. Plug volcanoes are landforms that occur when magma hardens inside the vents of an active volcano. The magma plugs the vents. Over time, the outside part of the volcano is worn away through erosion. Eventually, the plug is all that is left. An example of this landform is Devil's Tower in Wyoming. Local Native Americans consider Devil's Tower to be a sacred place. We're going to stop there for the day. I hope you had fun with learning about the types of volcanic structures and the types of volcanoes today. Have a great time, and I will see you later.